In this section, we're going to talk about one of the most awesome features in YouTube advertising, which is the ability to combine audiences. And by combine, I mean it in two different ways. One is the overlap, where you're getting even more specific and shrinking the audience. And the other is where you're expanding the audience by combining different segments. So we're going to go into the audience section on the left here and hit Add Audience Segments. And then we're going to go to Browse. Scroll down to where it says Your Combined Audience Segments. Select that. You can see that I already have some combined audiences here, which is a feature that I use quite often. But what we're going to do is we're going to start from scratch and we're going to hit New Combined Segment. And we're going to call this Combined Segment Test. And we're going to start by adding an audience. So a way of doing this is just to select options that YouTube is already providing us. So for example, advertising and marketing services and email marketing services. You can see here that I added these two in-market segments together. So that expanded the audience. So we can see the weekly impressions is 620 million. Now, if I remove one, you can see that it didn't actually change very much, so there wasn't much added. Now, if we add a different audience, like web design and development, we should see the number of impressions increase because there was a significant increase in the targeting that we had because there is only a certain level of overlap between these, and that's how we're able to expand the audience. Now, the other option that we can do is we can narrow the audience, which is this blue button here. And that's where we can start to say, okay, I don't just want to target anybody that's in market for these two things, but I only want to target those that perhaps also meet some other criteria, like their current college students. And then we should see this number shrink. Okay, so it went down to 110 million. So make sure you're very careful in terms of whether you're expanding the audience or you're shrinking it using the narrowing option. I'm going to walk you through a slightly more sophisticated version of this, which is something that I use quite frequently. We're going to call this Combined Segment Test 2. And what I'm going to do is in here, go again to the Browse section. And here you can see that I've selected the Your Custom Audience segments. So these are custom segments that I already created. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start combining them in ways where they interact with each other. So the first custom audience is people that are searching for business to business marketing keywords. Okay, so we're going to target all of those, and then we're going to narrow it to people that are similar to those that visit a specific website. So once again, I'm going to go to Browse, I'm going to go to Your Custom Audience Segments, and then I'm going to go down to something like Udemy. So now I've just created a combined audience where I'm targeting people that visit udemy.com or are similar to those that visit udemy.com and are also actively looking for business to business marketing keywords. These people might be interested in my business to business marketing course. You can also see other things that I might be interested in targeting. So people that visit the Udemy app, well, I probably am interested in both of those and there's no reason to treat them separately. So I'm just going to combine them. I could target people that visited Skillshare. I could target people that look for product marketing keywords, digital marketing keywords, searching in the United States, visiting Coursera. These are all custom audiences that I created. So you can create ones that are relevant to your business, your industry, your target customer group, and combine them, expand them, shrink them as you see fit.